Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back into Otram's YouTube channel. Today we're doing transfer case fluid on a 2011 LX570, which would be the same as a 200 series Land Cruiser. Normally, transfer case fluid is pretty simple, but Toyota decided to put this really stupid shell skid plate thing that's just sheet metal hooked onto the aluminum transfer case. So I'm not sure what this thing is supposed to protect or do, but you've got to take it off before you can change the fluid. And before you can take the completely ridiculous skid plate thing off, you've got to take off the vibration damper because it's covering the bolts. And it is two 14mm bolts holding it on. And you've got to pay attention to which way it comes off because there is a circle cut out that corresponds to this bolt here. It won't go back on if you put it on upside down. So once that's out of the way, we can switch over to a 12 and take this one out, this one up here, this one up here in the corner, and then there's one hiding in the corner up here. Oh, and I always forget about the stupid covered up one. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not a fan of this. Like, the newer the Land Cruisers get, the more Toyota goes out of their way to make maintenance absolutely horrible to do on them. You've got to take this outer plate off. Because it's covering another bolt up here. Hopefully you can see that. And then there is a wire harness clipped up here that you've got to slide off. And I can't feel the tab. Ah, there it is. And there's a clip on the top front side of that harness that you can kind of push forward and it'll let the harness slide up off that. So we've got it most of the way off. There's two bolts here on the front that we've got to undo as well. And yes, this doesn't take that long to do. It's just one of those, why? Why, Toyota? I mean, part of it's they've gone to this really crappy plastic shift motor. And there's one more bolt on the side here. And then you can kind of just Tetris this whole stupid thing out of there. But they've got to protect this garbage shift motor because it's not strong enough to be in a truck. But now we can see our fill plug and our drain plug. And they're 24s. And I always crack the fill plug loose first. Oop. Because you don't want to take the drain plug out if you can't put fluid back in. I'll take that drain plug out. And that's what I was trying to avoid. And then I'm going to take the gaskets off of my drain and fill plugs because I'm going to replace those. And now that that's done draining, we can put our drain plug back in. And you want to look, these are both the same. Sometimes they'll have a magnet in one of them. The magnet is the drain plug because it's the lowest point, but these don't matter. So we're going to put a new gasket on, thread that in. Forgot my torque wrench. And these get torqued to 27 foot-pounds. And then we're going to fill it up, and this one calls for the Toyota LX570 transfer case gear oil. And I've just got a generic parts store pumper on here. And this stuff's wicked expensive. It was like 50 bucks a liter. So it's going to put that in there. And we're going to pump this 8 million times. It should take about 1.5 liters. My hose was starting to flip up on the inside and squirt backwards. Normally, we dispense gear oil out of a 5-gallon bucket with a large pump on it. I'm not buying a 5-gallon bucket of this. There's our first jug. And there we go. You can see we're getting a steady stream out of there. Go ahead and put our fill plug back in. And I put a new crush washer on there. We'll torque that to 27. Go ahead and give these a little spritz so we can tell if we have a leak later. And from here on out, it's just go in reverse to put it all back together. And I like to start all of the bolts loosely. And I also put the wiring harness on here first before I forget to make sure that I don't forget to put that back on. But if you put these in one at a time and tighten them, because of how awkwardly shaped this thing is, there's a really good chance that you won't be able to get your last several bolts lined up to go back in. And there's two different lengths. The long ones go into the case, and the short ones go into the bracket for the second piece. And there is likely a torque spec for these. I always just snug them. It's likely 15 foot-pounds because they're a 12mm headed bolt. But go around, make sure you've tightened all the case bolts. And then you can finagle this bracket up in there. And then there's one last long bolt that goes up here into the case on that piece. And then we just got to put the vibration damper back on, just remembering that the notch covers that. And it is easy to cross thread this one because the weight wants to pull it crooked, so make sure you've got a good few threads bit before you tighten it. And that is the quick and dirty changing the transfer case fluid on a 200 series or LX570. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe and check out our live stream Q&A session Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on the YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in.